How's it going? I think the session before mine was interesting, and it sort of set the right tone for my conversation today, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not talk too much about the slide. I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience at Airtel and how we sort of solved the problem of reaching out to our own customers. So one of the largest issues we faced at Airtel is actually keeping about 350 million customers engaged, and it's a large pool of the country, right? It's about a third of India. A lot of them, majority of them have been acquired for our mobility products, and we've been known as the SIM company, right? We sell SIM cards to customers. We probably have touched about 600 million people in the last 20-25 years who've used our services at some point of time or the other. The great part about being a telecom company is you collect immense amount of data for all of these customers. And when I talk about data, I talk about what they do with who do they call, where do they live, what demographic they're on because they've KYC'd with us, and now what kind of content they consume as well, right? What kind of websites they visit, what kind of video content they consume, because we have a large franchise on video, we have a large franchise on audio called Wink, right? So we collect a lot of data about our own customers. And about 3.5-4 years ago, when I joined Airtel, I was given a very simple task. Right? We had 3 large B2C businesses at that point of time: mobility, broadband, and DTH. And our simple task was, can you acquire more broadband and DTH customers from our mobility base? It's a very simple cross-sell ask that we had. So you have 350 million customers. We had at that point of time less than 15 million customers on DTH and about 2 million customers on broadband. Yeah. When I looked at our own data, we had about 5 million broadband customers, not on Airtel broadband but on competition broadband, and we had about 30 million customers on competition DTH. So imagine you're getting a problem statement where your boss is telling you, I want you to go acquire these 3 million customers for broadband. They all want broadband, they use broadband, and this is their number. Yeah, and a similarly large number on DTH. So this is the problem statement. I don't know how many of you get these problem statements every day. It was, in my opinion, a easy problem statement to start with. I said, that's great, let's take these numbers, let's shoot out a message or an email or call them. We did this, nothing worked. We kept pounding message after message. We kept calling these customers, people wouldn't pick up. But we realized that actually just having a touch point on the customer does not work. It's a great feeling. All of us talk about, can you give me a repository of leads to work on? Right? And we spend lots of money on trying to acquire leads and then put it through an operational funnel and then keep asking them, saying, I gave you 20 leads yesterday. Why did only 2 convert? Why didn't 2.5 convert? Why didn't 3 convert? What do you want to do? This is what we keep doing, right? And this problem for us was as simple as, can you customize the experience at every touch point? Every time you send out a message to a customer to acquire your DTH, can you tell him, Kaun Banega Crorepati starting, we want you to watch that. Can you shift his mind from, instead of buy me, to enjoy this experience? It's a very simple thought that we started working on, and this is what created a lot of our customized marketing for in-house customers, right? And we did that at every channel. We did that for Thanks app, we did that for Wink, we did that for our stores. We also did it for 1 million outlets in the country, which is today visited by about 150 million customers every month. It gave us returns significantly beyond any marketing that we had done before this. Our cost of acquisition came down, and it came down by about 50%. And our customers were happy. They actually came back to us and said, listen, this is great, it's working, I have more services from Airtel, I'm enjoying better commercials, and I'm enjoying better customer service. Then we wanted to do more of this, right? So we started doing this for all our customers. We didn't see our numbers move, it didn't get better. The conversion plateaued. Any idea why? Any guesses on why it plateaued? We were also marketing to our unhappy customers. So imagine you've been trying to talk to your wife the whole day, she's at home, you're not able to reach her, right? And you really have something important to say, her phone is switched off, out of coverage area. Yeah? Has happened to some of you, happens to me a lot. At least my wife complains it happens to her a lot. Imagine me getting a call or a message from Airtel saying, why don't you buy our DTH, it's the best DTH in the world. And I'm thinking that, the mobile connection doesn't seem to work, and they want me to have another connection which probably doesn't work or works as well. Yeah, this is theoretically possible, right? We made it actually possible. This is when we further went back and we looked at our data saying, just figuring out who to market and what to market is not enough. You need to also figure out when to actually talk to a customer when they're at the peak of their happy scale. Right? And I'm not using the big words that most marketers use about NPS and the right time to market. I'm simply saying there's a time to talk to a customer, talk to that customer when you have really served him or solved their problem, right? And this is our big learning from just going back to data. Saying we started off by saying we have all the data in the world, we don't need anything. We started off by saying we have all the channels of the world, we actually don't have to spend, most of them are in-house channels, and we also have the entire audience that we want to market. 3 large problems for any growth marketer. And we had to reinvent ourselves. Why am I sharing this story with you? I'm sharing this because Airtel as an organization has evolved over the last several years, right? And this evolution is what we have platformatized today. So today, when you look at Airtel IQ is simply a platform that we are offering to everybody where we have programmatized our voice, our messaging services. Right? These are 2 very vanilla services that were always available. All of you or some of you must be using Airtel voice services, some of you must be using Airtel messaging. Right? We've simply taken these services and we've given them as programmable APIs to the rest of the world to consume. And this is a business, it's called CPaaS. We've been in it for some time. The CPaaS word sounds cool, so we now use this more often. But it's simple, right? And if you come back to the now, am I audible, guys? Sorry, I'm getting an echo. Right. If you come back to the slide now, what did we do? We took 4 of our strengths. Right. We took the strength of our network, the strength of data, the strength of distribution, and the strength of payments. What did network give us? Network gave us the ability to call a customer when they are most likely to pick up the call. I have call patterns about when do customers pick calls from a telemarketer. I have data around when you disconnect calls. I have data around when are you in office and when are you at home and when are you traveling in between. This is what the network actually gives us. We have the ability today to reach 350 million customers because that is the distribution we created, right? And we created this for the telecom business, but we today have that ability, and we've again programmatically given this out, right, for our ads business. So if you look at this, and if you look at all 4 of these trends, we've essentially combined them to create 4 suites for all of us to use, right? And the first suite is simply our commerce/collections suite. You can today reach out to a customer at the right time. You can use a simple payment method like IVR on call, and I'll walk you through how this works, right? So imagine you're getting a call and you tell the customer, I like this, do you like this product? And the customer says, yes, I would like to buy this. What if on the call you are able to fetch the person's UPI handle, see if it is funded, and ask the customer to input the 4-digit PIN at the end of the call? You're almost removing the need to send out a message to this customer with a payment link. You've eliminated that need, right? Imagine talking to your customer, convincing them about the value of your product, and asking them to make that in that call, right? So that's one thing that we've used. The second I talked about, which is the intelligent campaign piece, where you can reach out to your customers, figure out what is the right cohort to go out to, find out the best time to talk to them, and the best channel to talk to them. The third and the fourth are more in terms of leveraging Airtel's strengths and conversing with your customers, and I'll give you a very small example. If all of you look at your phone logs, yeah, and you go to your missed call section, you will find a majority of your missed calls are landline numbers. My call list, I systematically ignore all landline numbers that call me. I'm sure a lot of you do that, right? Why is the pickup rate for a mobile number higher? Or why is the pickup rate for a number that has a name displayed higher? Any guesses? Landline looks like spam. Because simply said, we don't identify with the person who's calling us. A mobile number which is 98100, we identify this must be a long lost friend, or this must be the person I wanted to have dinner with 3 years ago, and what if she's trying to call me, right? Or if it says a name, right? If it says this is a company that is calling me, you would pick up thinking that there is some kind of affinity that I have with this number, right? What the telco simply does is it has the ability to allow you to choose the number you want to display at the end of the customer. It also has the ability to let you write your brand name, even if it is not saved at the customer phone. So I can actually call you from any number on Airtel, and your say Airtel. And it's a phenomenal capability. Why? Because it increases your call pickup by about 20-25%. Yeah, so these are just examples of stuff that we created and we use today for a lot of our own outreach, our marketing to our customers, right? And of course, I've over-indexed on the communications part. It's a business that we've been doing for some time, and we're happy to share some of this with you. We're happy to partner, and we're also very happy to co-create some of these use cases, right? And as and when you guys have needs, or you guys want to solve a complex problem of reaching out to your own customers, we can co-create some of this. Yeah. So that's what I had. I'm going to keep it simple. I can also see the timer ticking for me. So yeah. So I think we are here. A few of my colleagues are here outside. So if you guys want to have a chat, we're happy to do that. Yeah. Thank you.